Hello, welcome to Jennifer's Magical Book Club. Today I am here to read a novel which is called Paperboy. I'm going to continue from page 119. So I'm going to start. Just want that what's mine. Don't we all, sweetie? Don't we all? Drink your lemonade now. Calling me sweetie once or twice didn't bother me, but she was overdoing it by a long shot. I put the cushions back straight and sat down. Mrs. Worthington sat beside me and handed me one of the glasses. I don't know much about my sweetie, except you write the nicest notes and you live in that big house on the corner. I nodded. I couldn't think of anything else right then that she needed to know. What grade is my sweetie in? Then I did something really stupid. About as stupid as anything a kid had ever done. Even though seventh started with a good sound S sound, I held up 7 fingers on 2 hands. Like a 3-year old child who would hold up 3 fingers to show how old he is. I could feel my face turning hot. I was upset for not trying my favorite sound. Mrs. Worthington pretended to be surprised. She put her hand up to her chest. The hand that didn't have a glass on it. My, you're such a tall boy for 7th grade. Half the girls in my class were taller than me because I should have been going into 6th grade instead of 7th. And I was stocky but not tall at all. It was plain to me that Mrs. Worthington was acting surprised just for show. And what does my sweetie like? I was looking straight ahead at the woodwork, but I knew that she was looking at me because I could smell the whiskey on her breath. Throwing a ball. Ooh, I bet you throw it real hard. She spread out the ooh like a mouse in a cartoon would, a girl mouse. Talking about throwing a ball was something I usually like to do, but not today, and Mrs. Worthington was talking slower than when I had first come in. I watched her glop down the last big swallow of her whiskey drink, but when she went to put the glass back on the table, she only got it halfway before it fell to the rug. The glass didn't break like the one on the porch. It just rolled around, spilling the nearly melted ice cubes. I thought she would go get something to clean up the mess, but she just started talking softly, almost under her breath. I don't even know my sweetie's name. What's my sweetie's name? Her voice was a little louder this time. Her sounds were getting drawn out, more like mine, but the sounds came from the whiskey instead of gentle air. The pencil toss was not good. I was too nervous to find it in my pocket. Gentle air was a waste of time because I could never make air gentle enough when it came to saying my name. Shouting was no good because I knew I wasn't supposed to shout in a stranger's living room. A plan for an answer finally came to me. It wasn't the great answer in the world, but it was best I could do. Ma'am calls me little man. Mrs. Worthington nodded slowly, and she was smiling. Her long red hair fell over one of her eyes, and she just let it stay there like she was peeping at me. Little man, I like that. She sounded for once like she meant what she was saying. Then she put her head on the back of the couch and fell fast asleep. She was snoring. Not like Ma'am snored, but an uneven, quiet snore. I don't know long I had been in Mrs. Worthington's house, but it was getting dark enough for Ma'am to start worrying. I sure didn't want her to come looking for me. I got up from the couch. I looked around to find covers, but I decided Mrs. Worthington didn't need anything over her in July. I picked up the glass from the floor and both glasses on a Saturday evening post on the table. With my hand, I wiped off a ring that one of the glasses had made. My mother was always getting on to me about leaving wet rings on tables. So I'm done with this chapter. I hope you enjoyed and have a nice day. Bye!